I'm really out of breath. Right, boys and girls, welcome back to another workshop build, but like outside, not inside. As I'm sure you are all aware, we have had quite a few problems with the MT10 at the moment, especially with the throttle. I changed the TPS sensors. It fixed it for like maybe an hour. Would be nice if that wind stopped. Fixed it for maybe about an hour, and then it's gone back to normal. I'll insert a clip up on the screen now. As you see, it's threadless. I'm going to insert another clip of what it used to be like when I first got it, when I had the Akrapovic exhaust. So I was speaking to Ryan from RMC, the wizard, and he said he thinks it could be the exhaust as well, because before obviously I had the long Akrapovic end can, and the bike was mapped. It wasn't just a flash tune, which is like a generic map which will cover quite a few different exhausts you put on. It was specifically mapped for everything I had, which was the Akrapovic exhaust. So I even spoke to 𝗦𝗫𝗁𝗃 as well, and they said, yeah, we've had this problem like many times. People get their tune done with us, with the Acro. They change the can, they have the exact same symptoms, stubby, jerky throttle, stuff like that. So I have, let me go grab it. So I have purchased another Akrapovic end can. You're probably thinking, oh, it'd be cheaper to go get it remapped. Yeah, you would think. I mean, I wanted to keep it on the 𝗦𝗫𝗁𝗃 remaps, just because it made really good figures. I'll insert my dyno printout up here somewhere. It ran 163.79 horsepower. I believe this is a titanium system, which I really didn't want, but yeah, it should be fine. A little bit of markings on here, but that will polish out. It's really light actually. But yeah, we're gonna put this in and hopefully it solves all my issues. I've actually had quite a few people on Instagram say they had the exact same problems, switch back to the original exhaust they had it mapped to, and all their problems went back to normal. Like, they had no problems basically. So we're gonna try it, see what it's like, and go from there. If it does work, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We'll go back to square one. But if it's not that, I think next step is throttle body. So we're gonna swap this out quickly, we'll take this link pipe and end can off, put this one on, and then yeah, fingers crossed it does work. So you should join me for the ride, and then we're gonna take it out on the road. Obviously start by taking off the clamps. Oh, that looks a bit, don't know what he's done to that, that's all sheared off. Do also need to take these out, the O2 sensors. We'll go to the other side first. Probably would have been way easier to warm this up, but I might spray a little bit of WD-40 on there. Gonna heat that bad boy up. Yeah, something tells me that's not going to go back in. That is bad. That is actually cross-threaded to fuck. I need new O2 sensors now. Great. Always something. Always something. Right, guys. So I can't actually get the other sensor out. So I've unplugged it. This side I've undone. I'm going to undo that bolt. I'm going to pull that off because obviously there's no link pipe in the middle. Right, that one's out. I'm going to try and get this out off camera. Hopefully I can salvage it, but look, it's rounding off a bit. Give these a little rub down. I'll try and get this on now. Right, it's going to need a little bit of banging and hitting because these here don't actually line up with those on there. So I'm going to have to pry it a little bit. So I'm going to take off this here to make it easier to move this around. Right, that one's on. Now I've just got to lock it in and make sure it lines up. So that's on. Now we get the end pipe on. Get this one in. We need to try and get this O2 sensor out. The garage is a tip, I know. What can I say? Now, I haven't actually set up my vice on here yet, so I don't know whether we're going to actually be able to get this out, because I don't have a vice. I'm just going to get some WD-40 in there. And whilst I wait, I'm going to check to see if in my bag of goodies I have any O2 sensors from the MT10 I. And then I'll look up the part numbers and see if they fit. No, that didn't work. I don't think we have any. And I don't think we're going to be able to get this out because I've got nothing to grip it onto. Oh shit. Not like that, guys, not like that. Ah, God. God's sake. Right, we're gonna go talk to some friends and see if anyone can pick me up 2 O2 sensors because this ain't gonna work otherwise. And I don't have any blanks. Alright, so I'll catch you in a sec. Right, boys and girls, so the last clip you would have seen would be me installing the exhaust and seeing that the O2 sensors were like shot. Like you can see there, the thread's all gone from my Scorpion link pipe that you can see. Well, you can barely. There you go. 1 sec. Scorpion link pipe there. You can see that it's shot. But let's get that back on. But yeah. So O2 sensors are in. Pipe is on. We turned the bike over and it sounds fine. It doesn't make any weird like splattering noise or anything like that. I have started revving it up and again, it seemed okay, but last night when I was checking it, it kept going up to 7k, dropping down to 6, going back up, kept splattering and stuff. So Elite, what's his name? Elite Mobile Autos came out today and he actually set the TPS sensor up. So it now reads at 14.5 on a closed throttle. It can be between 14.2 and 14.7. I think before it was reading something completely different. I can't remember what, but it wasn't great. Obviously, OG sensor was a shot. He also thinks there was gases escaping from the exhaust. Possibly, that could be another reason why it was running a bit crappy. But I just want to say thank you to Dr. Valet and Inked Up White on Instagram. Dr. Valet gave me the one on the right or left. Well, look, either way, they both spared me their spare O2 sensors so that I could get my bike running. So I want to say big thank you to them because I really do appreciate it. Yeah, honestly, it would have took me ages to go get some because everyone that's selling them, like, yeah, we only post, we don't do collection. Like, so much hassle. Like, I'm free today. What was that fire? Fire everywhere, boys. But yeah, so hopefully now the bike is going to run good. We're going to set the camera up and get it out for a ride. I've got all my gear in there, got my gear on. You like this little backpack? It's great, isn't it? A little running bag. I can put all my stuff in it. I am going to quickly install I picked up a set of levers. This one's bent and broken, but that's not the one I want. I want this one. I might install that quickly as well. So I've got a nice shorty lever on the clutch side. But we shall see, we shall see. But yeah, I'll set the camera up on the helmet and you'll see me on the road next. Right, boys and girls, moment of truth. So first gear, 30 miles an hour, change gear. So I'm gonna go back down to, I'm gonna try and hold it at 40. Normally when I did that before, it'd be splattering everywhere. I'll try to go a little bit lower as well, go down to 30. Try to hold it at 3k in third gear. I think it's okay. It seems to be running way better. I mean, they're really jerky bikes anyway. They want to be like high RPM. I'm in standard throttle mode. I'll go to A mode. See if that changes anything. Normally it'd be splattering by now, I think. I think it might be fixed, boys. I think it's finally done. Right now it's really windy, so it's probably really putting things off. With the wind, hesitation. But normally I'd be doing this around the corner, it'd be splattering out. And that was pretty smooth.
I think it's done, boys. It feels so much nicer to ride. So obviously I'll keep riding it. You'll probably see in the next video if it's broken or not, because it'll be me riding to 𝗦𝗽𝗍𝗀𝗧 tonight. So I'll be going through all the rev ranges, all of the stuff. So I'm going to put into this BP and the video. Where is she going? Right, boys and girls, so I think that's the end of the motor vlog. So it looks like the bike's running fine. I just want to say big thank you to Dr. Valet, Inked Up White Boy, London I think, RMC, because I've been nagging him on WhatsApp, and to Mobile Autos Bracknell for coming around and resetting the TPS. So appreciate it very much, boys and girls. If you like the video, leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one, because I think he's waiting for me to go here. What the hell is that?
You just want a toy to break. So you can take what you want, go break my heart if you want. Still I got nothing to lose, still I got nothing to give. Yeah.